YouTube! It's finally here! Grand Peace Online has released a dragon showcase and it's all we've ever wanted. I posted on YouTube in one of my posts about this a month ago about whether they scrapped this idea or not. Not to mention this wasn't the first time it was shown either. It was originally teased within the beginning of 2024 that they were working on the dragon fruit. We later started getting more sneak peeks, but I will explain more on that after seeing the major parts of the showcase. What I can say is the floor fire sweep somewhat reminds me of the dragon talent they added earlier, but the roar looks amazing too. They added some martial arts into the mix too. Okay, I don't know. Martial arts, I'm just assuming. It looks clean though, and as if it block breaks. That seems to be it for the untransformed version though, so I'll move on to the hybrid forms move showcase. The transformation didn't give off a clean transition, but I guess that's fine. The model of it looks nice though. Hold up, did I just see a Mortal Kombat 1 Takeda tornado kick? That is a cool move to add to the dragon fruit, but it should honestly look cooler for something like Death Step, but I'm not mad at it. That perfect block was nice, but if I'm not mistaken, he hit him with an attack and left the effect of a thunder strike on him. Not to mention the hybrid doesn't require mode unless it needs it be halfway. The Ground and Lightning looks like a block breaker as well. And the Claw Slashes also reminds me of Dragon Claw. Looks like there's a mode within the hybrid mode too, which is crazy tough. I don't know what it does, but I hope it's not a damage buff, but more of a stun buff. Like how Mink gives out a 1 second or 0.2 second stun every M1. The Heat Wave being a held like Light Z leaving room for an easy perfect block makes sense for a dragon. Hopefully it does more damage though. Now let's see the full dragon transformation. The transition into the dragon isn't a burst of explosions or hockey like I expected, but I guess that is too much to add for a dragon fruit maybe. The tap being a breath of fire makes sense. Now this is where the combat part of the game gets cooked. Because what exactly am I supposed to do against this? Hopefully it's perfect blockable, but I don't see it mattering because it's multiple hits. Crazy ability though, and it's only the second move. The ult being the Hellfire Blast Breath makes sense. It being holdable does make sense since every dragon I could think of in a Roblox game has that same ability. But this one has a quick impact frame, which is different. Yes! This is why I like this game so much. What other game actually added the Dragon Fire mode from the anime itself? None that I know of. 10 out of 10 for me just for the mode alone. I'm so happy, even though getting this fruit will be impossible. It's like a fourth mode? That's crazy, it has its own fire like moves as well. I'm too hyped for this, when I'm going to be the one to fight against someone who actually has this, since it's going to be harder to get than a sword from either Mihawk and Law bosses. Now, for the block breakers, Foyu the Goat himself is showcasing them as well. Figured this would be a block breaker the instant I compared it to the Dragon Claw fighting style. The roar makes sense, not it be a block breaker, of course. The barrage into a final kick also is like a pressure type of block breaker. I'm disappointed the Takeda tornado kick isn't a block breaker, especially since it crashes to the ground, but doesn't break block. However, a crash of lightning makes sense to be a block breaker. An AoE block breaker sounds annoying, but I'd rather adapt than have them nerf something to death like they did my precious two sword style. Which they in fact nerfed 7 times by the way. Unlike the Dragon Claw Assault, this one has the slashes as a block breaker, which I guess is cool. Obviously, the Hellfire Breath isn't a block breaker, which isn't a surprise to anyone. Respectfully. It being a held makes it easier to perfect block too. The full Dragon Transformations M1 wouldn't make sense to be a block breaker, which I'm sure everyone watching this video knows for a fact. Dragon's Thunder Cry being an AoE block breaker bigger than the hybrid kinda gives me far more PTSD than Doe, honestly. But if it bleeds, it can die. Not to mention how chaotic Battle Royale will be once this comes to the game. Dragon Cyclone isn't a block breaker happily. I would assume this would be one of the most annoying moves Dragon could possibly have, but that's for future gameplay to figure out. The rush ability does block break, not to mention does 22 hits, which is crazy. Just imagine the damage with 500 plus fruit stats. I'm pretty sure we all know the blast breath in the full transformation does block break and probably burn damage. Now we have reached my most favorite part of the video. We can customize our dragon's hybrid and full dragon transformation. From the looks of it, we have a choice to customize our accessories and current outfits. You could color any specific part of the body and even separate parts different colors, which means you can even make a rainbow hybrid form, which would be cool for trolling, of course, or whatever you decide to use it for. GPO would be the first game you can actually customize the color of your dragon with a color wheel. Not just that, but sit down and actually color specific parts too. 10 out of 10, man, 10 out of freaking 10. For the full transformation, you're only allowed to color the body and head and horns separately, unlike the hybrid form, which is still cool, by the way. I don't know why I'm hyped, since this is going to be the hardest fruit to obtain, but at least we can still customize our accessories and clothes. I'm not sure about the hair of the dragon, but I can see that the teeth are customizable. I don't mind that, not gonna lie. And even if you don't like how you customized your dragon, you can always reset it to the default. As an addition to the dragon fruit being released, they are currently working on a soul fruit showcase, which was said in the sneak peek section of their Discord, and we're getting the full whole cake island too. They have been teasing whole cake NPCs in Discord sneak peeks and Katakuri boss drop. There's even a Piccolo outfit for some reason. I think there were only 5 or 4 moves for the soul fruit that they showed in sneak peeks too. I'm not sure what this move would actually look like once they showcase it, but these are a few of the 15 moves. And yes, this fruit will have 15 moves, which was said by the creator Fueyu. Alongside that, we have 2 new swords and 1 boss that we actually know of. Only one of the 2 swords has their moves shown in sneak peeks, and it's hard to tell whether it's the fruit or sword, but I think these are the moves for the sword, not the fruit. I wouldn't be surprised if Spirit Fruit was like Control Fruit when it came to the sword, so it'll possibly be an additional move as well, only if you have the fruit with it though, giving the sword 3 moves instead of the casual 2. With the dragon release, we was also shown a customization for both the fruit and accessories, not to mention clothes. This was also shown in the sneak peek channel. We will be able to change certain parts of our outfits, unlike the normal customization we have in the menu/race spin area. If you made it this far into the video, like and subscribe to see more content like this, and I will be streaming when GPO releases the whole cake and dragon into the game. It will be hell trying to get the fruit. But other than that, the game will probably as fun or annoying as the Law and Doflamingo bosses were. Ayo brew, the Soul Fruit Showcase just dropped as I am editing this video. LOL, ha! And with that, I'm going to end the video. Thank you for watching.